Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. First down, Mariota. The Fasano here brings it in. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Mariota, and he will find his man on the outside. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. A run, it's Murray. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Murray is coming off a Week 3 performance where he was over 100 yards, and he was the first Titan to hit 100 yards since Chris Johnson back in the season finale in 2013, Charles.
And so many people thought that when Derrick Henry was drafted by the Titans, that he would essentially share carries with DeMarco Murray, but that's not the case. DeMarco Murray is the clear lead back for Tennessee, and he's really starting to produce. They're going to need to lean on him even more as they move forward in this season.
Mariota now on second down, eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's the type of play there that puts a defense into stress. Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
And you know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game because they saw him in camp. They saw plays like that, offered it.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon.
And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
On second down, Mariota again. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's going to get a dampening drive coming up. This is third down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up.
And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll sneak it with Mariota. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
Mariota to throw it this time. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And the D looking like they may blitz. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. On 3rd down, Mariota. This is Johnson. He's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
All right, here we go.
Now this time McCown will throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now McCown gets it to Gordon. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back first down. And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat.
Come on, let's go.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you, and if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Faking pass. From the gun on 3rd, McCown. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get...
And look at this, it's a fake. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. McCown now on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Boy, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. McCown again on 2nd and 10. Caught left side. It's Barnage. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Let's go.
McCown looks to throw on 3rd. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Would it be safe to say that it's precise, not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Leopard, set, green.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now McCown. Here's the first NFL catch for Corey Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. First down, Mariota. That is incomplete. You know, it's hard to believe that with week 4 here, October is already upon us, and bye week's already upon us. Green Bay and Philly get week 4 off.
And I'm not sure either one of them wants it, but if one does for sure, it'd be Green Bay. Because their last 2 preseason games were on the road, their first 2 regular season games on the road, so maybe that'll help them relax a little bit. Philadelphia, though, they're 3-0 and undefeated. They'd rather keep playing right now. I think most teams would like to have their open week later in the season.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, maybe week 9, week 10, so you have a lot on the front and a lot on the back, a good break in the middle.
I think you're exactly right. Rest up, heal up, and then get ready for the stretch drive. Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now, he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football. Not easily done in today's NFL. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
Adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, Really well done.
Detroit!
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he's brought down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go play action here on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. And quickly they get to the line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Throwing on first is McCown. Screen play, Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Mariota, and complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we... Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Mariota looking middle, and it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Armani Bryant able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long here for Mariota. He gets it left side to Johnson. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Mariota to throw it this time. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Titans are going to have a first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, But then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now whistles. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Another pistol look here. To the air again. Mariota into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
There goes Duke Johnson. 20-10.